Murray Boyles flips it to Barrett. RJ in a reach-in, in a turnover, and a play, and a technical on RJ Barrett.
Leads to a three-point made, and then it leads to a technical foul. That's a four-point play. And you never know how you're going to respond after that. Now you're down 2 after being up 2. So, again, RJ Barrett, you can be upset and everything. You have the right to be upset, but you got to keep your emotions intact.
2-point lead for the Celtics after that. Here's Mamu the three. Swish. Mamu 38% from 3 over the last 3 games, shooting 54% from downtown. Raptors lead by 1. And great activity by Scotty. Raptors 4 on 3. Mamu up fake, gets by Hauser on the inside and knocked away. Last touch by White. It'll be Raptors.
And is transferring into this game as well.
Turning, firing, good. Jacoby Walter. He's made 47 threes since the All-Star break. White over to Tatum. Back to Derek White with a hand in the face. Good defense by RJ Barrett. Lead pass. RJ catches it. RJ, the layup doesn't go. Raptors 5-4. They've outscored Boston 8-4 here in the second quarter. Hauser. Raptors defensive intensity has been there since that early timeout by Darko Rajakovic, and they're getting to the glass.
They are getting to the glass, but that possession, I do not like those switches with big and smalls because that's going to give those three-point opportunities.
Murray Boyles off of the bench with a bucket and an 8-0 run, and the Raptors' largest lead.
Man, let's keep our eye. They're switching. And yes, CMB has the man game. We watched them execute it nicely in the past few games, but they're really connecting nicely that two-man game, that pick-and-roll action.
Shed with Barrett, Walter, Murray Boyles, and Mamukelashvili. Shed batted out, controlled by White. Raptors doing a good job defensively. Brown. Walter doesn't bite. Shed comes over to help.
Great
Hauser
defense.
Chased off the line. Shireman. Shot clock at 4. Shireman turns and fires. Shot doesn't go. Long rebound. Keita. And here's a 3. Scramble mode. Doesn't go. White with it. White attacking. 4th opportunity. Keita cleans up.
Great defense all up until the offensive rebounding. Only way to complete the defensive possession is to get a defensive rebound. This is where the Celtics excel. Second chance opportunity points.
Plus 8 on the glass. CMB in traffic. Shireman with it. Walter nearly came away with the steal. Hauser deep 3 and again an offensive rebound. Brown. Keita. No. Mamukelashvili with it. Tough pass, but through the left hand of Keita. It's going to be Raptors basketball.
He came in and provided that energy and that spark, which got them this lead right now.
White now closing out on Walter. Side pick and roll action. In and out.
But I still like the action. Still curling, coming downhill, moving without the basketball.
Brown. 4-point game.
So poised when he's in the midst of confusion. It seemed like he's getting in the paint where there's so much traffic. He still has his concentration.
Plays at his pace. Does Brown. Here's Ingram, and he's fouled by Hauser. Ingram in 2 games against the Celtics this season, averaging 27. Shed. And an offensive foul. 1 for 5 from the field. Brown with Shireman, Keita, White, and Hauser. Barnes, Shed, Pirtle, Walter, and Ingram. Shireman. And that spills out as Scotty B is able to handle it. Raptors, it's been over 3 minutes since they scored. B.I. gives it up as a double came to him in the air. Barnes backing in, spins. And a foul is going to be charged to Shireman, but R.J. Barrett checks in. Tatum, Hauser. Raptors connected defensively. Brown, the bucket. That's their first bucket in 2 minutes. Scotty attacking Queta. Handles it. And his first field goal.
And that's the key. B.I. and Scotty, they have to continue to be aggressive. And the Raptors, they got to show Jaylen Brown bodies. He's too strong one-on-one to maintain at the basket. You got to show him bodies. Make him a facilitator if you can.
Tatum working with Queta. Queta on the roll with Jakob stepping up like that. You got to have rotation on the backside.
You definitely do, but that was a heck of a pass by Jason Tatum. Finding his teammate, cutting to the basket.
Tatum's been their top scorer as RJ gets the bucket. Raptors shooting 40%. Celtics just 42%. Playoff intensity here. And Tatum's going to head to the free throw line. With 2:58 left in Game 4 of the Knicks and Celtics series, and New York went on to win that second round Eastern Conference semifinal matchup. Ingram. Scotty, open look from the corner, in and out.
Good action right there, B.I. getting into the paint, finding Scotty in the corner.
Brown, double, White, drills it.
And just slow getting out. RJ did a good job of collapsing down, not allowing that pick and roll or interior pass, but somebody has to go out if RJ can't get back in that corner. That's Derek White. We know he can make that three ball at a high rate.
Celtics 4 for 17 from 3 as Barnes on the take.
I love the take. I love attacking the closeout, finding the gap.
White, pardon me, Brown on the inside. Scotty drive and kick. RJ. Brown now with 10 points. Scotty, the bucket. He's got 6.
You see Scotty more and more aggressive.
Barnes with the tough matchup against Jaylen Brown. Tatum up top, guarded by RJ. Queta trying to work against Murray Boyles with a clock down and the hook. He's got 16.
And that's just showing his improvement. But I'd rather that the early pass to the pick and roll and make him make a play rather than the pick and roll where all he has to do is finish at the rim.
Open look for Ingram, and he misses. 1 for 7 from the field. Raptors down by 3. Shed cuts off White, up top to Tatum. Tatum deep, 3, got it.
That's when you can't fall asleep. That is Jason Tatum. You might not have seen him all season, but you can't give him any airspace because he will let it go.
22-8 run. Murray Boyles to the cutting RJ. Raptors have had looks.
And they definitely had looks, and got to continue. Got to plug away. That was a great pass, great catch. I don't think RJ was expecting that pass.
It's a great dish. Here's Brown redirecting in the paint, operating.
He just does a nice job of decelerating, get to that paint, stays on that one leg, and he plays with so much strength.
3-second difference, game clock, shot clock. Scotty with Queta on him. Shot doesn't go. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, Tatum, and a foul is called. Tatum picks up his third, and the first half comes to a close.